Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always. I hope you're all doing well. This video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired the season's home kit, and also the 1980 FA Cup final shirt that inspired this season's away kit. There's also Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts in West Ham colours, so go check those out. Some very nice stuff in there. If any purchases made through the 3retro.com link in the description below, for the next 16 purchases will be going to Isla's Fight. So come on guys, I know you want to get some decent money over to that charity. We've only still got 20 quid and I want to get a lot more money over to them, and I know you guys like your retro shirts. This is the preview of West Ham versus Newcastle at the London Stadium on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock in the Premier League. So as always, let's start off with talking about the opposition. Newcastle are 17th in the table at the time with 9 points from 10 games, with Steve Bruce at the helm pretty much after Rafa pretty much walked really in the summer, as he wasn't giving a new contract. Very stupid idea from Mike Ashley, and we did go into a bit of depth of that with Dan from West Ham Fan TV earlier in the year. Newcastle have won 2, drawn 3 and lost 5. Their last result was drawing 1-1 with Wolves, that saw Sean Longstaff pick up a red card and is therefore ineligible for this game and won't be back until the end of November, because we've got an international break coming up again in a couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. There will, of course, be the live watch with along on Facebook and Periscope on Thursday, the 14th of November for the England game. So there will be a preview coming up for that very soon as well. Isaac Hayden is back from his 3-game suspension from the 5-0 drilling at Leicester at the end of September, so pretty much around about this time last month. But will he be back in the actual squad? This is the thing. I'm guessing he may be, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Now, our last 6 games in the Premier League against Newcastle isn't exactly the best of things. It makes quite depressing reading, to be honest. We've won 3, lost 3 and drawn 0. So 50-50, but they are still a bit of a bogey team. Turning to their top goal scorers is Lascelles, Jolington, I think you pronounce that, Matt Longstaff, Muto, Sklar, former West Ham Academy graduate John Joe Shelvey and Williams all have a goal each, so they're all their top goal scorers at the moment. Puts a bit of our goal drought in perspective at the moment, doesn't it? At least we've got players that can score from multiple positions, and of course so do Newcastle as well, for that matter. So yeah, it's not the best of things. But PremierInjuries.com show, surprise that former long-term hammer, or long-term sick note hammer I should say, Andy Carroll is still out for this game. He's currently a 25% chance, because apparently he's out with a groin, stroke hip, stroke pelvic injury. So anything's possible. The football gods are usually set up, obviously, for him to come back and score a brace. But is that going to happen? I don't think it will. But obviously, because he's only 25% chance, and there's, from what I'm reading from elsewhere, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Is our luck changing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Fabian Schär is out with, and I quote, a bit of a sore knee that he's been playing with for a few weeks. He's 50% chance for this game. Matt Ritchie is currently 75% chance of returning from his ankle injury, but hasn't played for a couple of months. So maybe on the substitutes bench. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Florent Lejeune is currently being assessed over his match fitness even, because again he hasn't played for a few months either, and is currently 50% chance for this game. Now, of course, turning to West Ham, for those who have been away on holiday for a few weeks, we've only picked up 2 points from our last 4 games, but we're 10th in the table with 10 points to go. 10 points, 10 games into the season, I should say. So forgive me. So, you know, from one perspective, we would have taken that. We've got 13 points, 1 point above Spurs still. So, you know, we're 10th in the table, 10 games in, 1 point above Spurs. We would have taken that at the start of the season. So it's good from one point of view, but obviously the results haven't been brilliant. There's been a lot of talk recently about Pellegrini in terms of his ability to manage the team, his substitutions, whether he should be there should be a review of his contract. Should we give him another one? Should we extend it? I'm very, very happy for the last few weeks I've been involved with Hammers Polls YouTube channel, so if you want to watch the video where I gave my thoughts on Pellegrini in terms of a new contract, click on the card that's up here. Go subscribe to the channel, guys. It's really good. It's it's got some very good content in there with not just myself, but there's loads of other people contributing as well, from all over the country, all over the world, really. There's a couple of Americans in there. There's a French-sounding guy as well. And there's loads of different perspectives and different points of view. Obviously, points of view is perspective, but different thoughts on it as well. So it's guys. Honestly, go check out Hammers Polls. It's a very good YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter as well, for that matter, because he puts up a lot of decent polls. Now, of course, obviously, there's a lot of talk about should we bring Diangana back from West Brom in January, and as much as I'd love it, because he's absolutely smashing it down in the Championship with West Brom under former West Ham manager Slaven Bilic, I don't think it's the right call. I know I'm saying what everybody else is saying at the minute, but I think we just leave him down in the Championship for a season, get a full run out. Let's not forget. Right, but by January we could be pretty much have a up and running, and yes, it is a pun intended, Michail Antonio by the time, and also likewise, there's no point bringing Nathan Trott back from Wimbledon, because by the time we're able to do that, Fabianski should be coming back as well. So leave them where they are, leave them have the whole full seasons playing decent football on both levels, and yeah, so see what happens in the summer, guys. Do you want to see great Diangana back? I know he's been playing out on the left, which is and is Anderson's position at the moment. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm really, really interested to see what you would do. Now, turning to West Ham injuries, of course, according to Claret and Hugh, we have no injuries, but I'm guessing they mean no new injuries. It was great to see that Winston Reid is no longer showing as injured, because he's actually playing tonight at the time of this recording in the under 23s against Wolfsburg, if I remember correctly. So great to see him get some match minutes. I hope he plays the whole 90 minutes. I doubt it. We'll probably only play one half of the first half or second half. I can't remember if he's in the starting 11 or on the bench. Very, very happy with this, because I love Winston Reid and I want to see him try and get back as much as possible. But there is discussions about Jack Wilshere on PremierInjuries.com, because they say that he's currently out with the same injury that Carroll has, but he's a very good chance of him actually returning to the squad this weekend. That's the reason why he didn't play against Sheffield United. So if you want to watch the reaction video to the Sheffield United game, then by all means click on the card that's here. But as I say, there's only one thing left to talk about now. It's the starting 11. So I personally would have two changes from the weekend. I would have Roberto in goal, as usual. Fredericks coming in for Zabaleta. Diop, Ogbonna and Creswell making up the back four. So actually three changes thinking about it, because obviously Ogbonna didn't play and Balbuena did. Rice and Noble making up the holding midfield positions. Yarmolenko, Snodgrass, and I would put on Nathan Holland again out on the left wing. I don't think Anderson should be playing. I know he will, which I'll come on to in a minute, but I would love to give Nathan Holland a run for his money. Literally a run for his money. I'd love to see him out on the pitch. And of course, Allaire up front. But I personally think that Pellegrini is going to go for Roberto, obviously. I'm hoping he's going to pick the same back four of Fredericks, Diop, Ogbonna and Creswell. Rice and Noble as the holding midfielders. Same midfield of Yarmolenko, Snodgrass and Anderson, and Allaire up front. Guys, do you agree with this formation and this lineup? Put your comments in the comments below. I genuinely want to know what your thoughts are on this, because I love reading your comments. Some of you guys put some brilliant comments down. Some of them are funny, some of them are a bit insulting, but majority of them are very, very good, and I love reading your comments. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's always a pleasure to be able to talk to you. If you're new round here, welcome. It's nice to see you. If you like what I'm doing and you'd like to see more about this, then by all means, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get first dibs on when all the new videos are going up. By all means, as I said, put your comments in the comment section below. It's great. I want to hear from you all. If you like the video and you feel I deserve it, then by all means, please click the like button. If you don't like the video, then by all means, please click the dislike button as well. And let me know why you don't like this video, and I'm happy to improve things for you. And also, please share this content with anybody else that you feel may want to watch it that maybe isn't aware of the channel. So thank you very much for your time, guys. If you want to pick up some JPWHUTV merchandise, there's a link in the description below for the Spreadshirt website. So that'd be nice. There's some really cool stuff in there. So it'd be nice to get some of those commissions that I'll be getting from those. I might actually send over to the charities as well. So guys, in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a fantastic time. Look after yourself. Don't drink too much on Friday night. And I will see you on Saturday evening for the live reaction. Well, not live reaction, but the reaction to the Newcastle at home game. All the best now. Take care.